Find functional hilarity at the Biffa Emporium. Girl, it's what I heard. Allegedly, it's just the word. Allegedly, it's on the street. Allegedly, I sing to the beat. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly.
You know what? Let's see what Carlos King and Hefferly had to say about this week's Married to Medical. I hope everything with Hefferly University is on the up and up, because Fulton County will tell your business. So Carlos has a bone to pick with Hefferly. Oh, God. We start out with Hefferly talking out of both sides of her mouth that she's been fighting for Quad and Quad's needed on the show. Then you would have kept her. Now, Carlos, we do agree that Phaedra's comeback is disappointing. Carlos wants honest personal story from an adroit liar? From a famed liar? You ain't getting boo-boo out of Feifei. And apparently she called the network and complained about Hefferly asking about Apollo and the housewives and getting kicked off because this is supposed to be her fresh start. And the idiots at the network went along with it. And I guess you want her to bring it up since she probably signed something where she's no longer able to say it was also you who told her that lie. Carlos is right. All she's giving us is a ooh, child. And that's all she gave us on Girls Trip. She gave us nothing on Girls Trip. I don't know why they put her on Married to Medical. Hefferly said she's saving her personal story, but for what? We know about Apollo and about your thieving ways. Angela Stanton told us over the days. So tonight is the night, and this is the show to get out and tell all your business. You saved up 7 years. Yes, you saved up 7 years. Now it's time to spread your business. So Phaedra and her man broke off. That's why he was never on the show. Carlos keeps harping on, we thought we were going to get something out of Phaedra. What did you think you were going to get from a liar? Until she gets on and talks about Angela Stanton, I don't care about personal story. And also, her and Apollo co-parenting ain't that freaking interesting. Apollo moved on. And she out here hopping from showmans to showmans. Like, Phaedra's story has been told in Angela Stanton's book. So I don't know what lies she was going to tell that would quench your thirst. So Carlos thinks they should have accepted Quad's tired little apology. But she always apologizes, but the behavior never changes. The way you treated Quad was deplorable. Please, Quad is deplorable. He said y'all treated Quad like you treated Mariah. And they got Mariah up and out of there. However, what apparently didn't air was Quad saying she didn't give a shit about these ladies and she was just there for a check. So Quad cussed out production, Quad cussed out the girls. Quad don't want to be here, Quad don't want to make a friend. So Carlos says the girls got thrown under the bus by production because it looks like they were icing Quad out. Quad's a trifling heifer who can go, and let's not act like these girls ain't mean. They threw Mariah off her own show. These are some hard-hearted heifers. So apparently Toya and Quad almost came to blows at the funeral, but they didn't air that. Come on. We've had a skirmish on your show before. Carlos couldn't sleep that night because his heart broke for Quad. You lying piece of shit. I love Mariah down. Hefferly said, you say that about everybody. So it has no effect. He said Quad gave her blood, sweat, and tears, the destruction of her marriage, her Tyler Perry performances. Okay, the heifer got on TV and acted a fool. Quad put the show on the map. How dare you disrespect her? She ain't given nothing in years. Then he tell Hefferly, and you made Married to Medical a comedy show. No, honey, she's just a joke. I mean, Carlos literally said, I wouldn't want anyone to be treated like that who is an OG who started the show. Well, what about Mariah? She is the OG who started the show, and they kicked her butt off. Hefferly said we might not have seen the last of Quad, and we'll get to that in a minute. But she said Phaedra knows how to talk to the network and wheel and deal with Bravo. Quad showed her ass. So what's going to happen when you show your ass to a higher up? Hefferly goes into how she felt that Quad used her because the second she got Phaedra, she dumped her. And she said, okay, you want to trust Phaedra, good luck with that. So Toya gave Phaedra a good cuss out, and Phaedra's like, I can't deal with this no more. I don't want to be the hated one on the show. I think it'd be better to be hated than to be boring. And you know what, Phaedra, you are a wimp. You can never take the heat of your sorry-ass actions. Phaedra just wanted an easy check and didn't want to be the pariah like she was on Housewives of Atlanta. And production really wanted her on the show so that they could get some of those sweet Atlanta clicking views. So that's why they were willing to do whatever she said, because they trying to get their numbers up. So Quad tried to say she knew Phaedra when they really wanted Phaedra and could care less about Quad. So now we get into Quad missing 4 weeks of work because she's renegotiating her contract. And Carlos said she better get her coin since they bringing on her ex and his next. So in her negotiations, she was throwing Jackie and other people under the bus saying she was more valuable. And Messy Production ran and told that so she'd have a hard time on set. They were showing text messages and emails, production messy as hell. However, they both agree that Jackie brings credibility to the franchise. She's the medical in Married to Medical. He said Quad needs somebody to fight with, and yes, we need to put the heifer back in Hefferly. So they didn't think that Quad was coming back, that's why they got Alicia, but now that they have both, they can't use Alicia? So Carlos, this is an actual interesting episode. Carlos has a few points. Heavenly keeps saying the show will go on, the show will go on, and he's like, yeah, but without the right cast, the ratings will go off. And you should know, happened to your show. So Hefferly's pro-quad, 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 and apparently she does come back for the finale, but she was late and was only there for 10 minutes and didn't even interact with Hefferly. So now we know why we got Quad in the mid-season trailer. Well, I have toodles toots to say to Quad. I think it's time for us to go in another direction. And you know what? Let's have Stuart Little's ex-wife and see what she can do. She's given this season. Carlos said they should have rallied around Quad like they browbeat Cecil and Simone into that loveless lesbian marriage. Oh, Quad came after Simone saying Simone knew about the abuse in her marriage. Hefferly likes Quad and thinks she's good for the show, but she's tired of being her only friend. Is Phaedra a good friend to Quad? I think Phaedra loves her children. All right, well, that was the shit, so I'ma see you soon for Housewives of Miami.
Alleged what? Alleged who? Allegedly, allegedly. Don't blame, don't sue. Allegedly, allegedly, allegedly.